What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. An awesome day. So Don with the Don Fron Show. Let's get into it. It's gonna be a quick video. I'm gonna talk about we got Lemonade, Airbnb. Then at the end we're gonna talk about Tesla, what it did, announced the winner for the 1 month to the free month to my mentorship. If you guys don't know, every day until the Tesla S&P inclusion. Well, I'm going to go live or not live. I'm going to make a video every day and ask you guys a question. Let me know in the comments down below the answer. Closest one or the winner gets a free month to the mentorship if you've never been in. Just kind of doing that until the inclusion. Kind of as the a Christmas thing, is how that evolved. So let's jump into it. First of all, Lemonade. Now this is one I actually played the breakout on. What's funny is someone had literally just asked me, hey, what do you think about this? Would you zone it out? And so huge shout out to you because, well, I killed it on this one today. This was actually an amazing trade. So intraday, I was actually on the 15-minute time frame, and we were watching this pin. I'd actually just zoned it out right inside here. Now we talked about when I chart things out, I look for buyers, I look for sellers. This is all we had at the time. So that being the highs, wicks there, we know there are sellers there, right? That's it. That's how this one actually became a zone. We'll go ahead and zone that out right now. So we know that's all we have on the chart right now. It's just that. Kind of dancing around. But right here, intraday, I saw we were kind of hanging out right inside here. Saw this, but saw this last peak. And then coincidentally, that's right where we're breaking down. So I didn't zone this out from like right here. I was actually looking at this and you kind of just took that across like where do we see this balance between buyers and sellers? So grabbed that base and I was like, yeah, you know, it kind of does like we are rock and rolling. Does look like a breakout. You know, if it gets above that, it's an easy trade. At that point, the position I said was like, you know, you can always take this, stop out right here. You know, your take profit's going to be the top of that zone. But we trail everything. So this is why it was a great trade. If you're new to my channel, you don't know how to do things, I trail everything. So everything's an OCO bracket. I get in, I stop out, there's a take profit. Either OCO bracket or just get in and stop loss. Once that pushes up, my stop loss is in the green. So I was actually able to trail this, get in on the breakout, and trail it, and just kept trailing it up, and it blew right through this. Now we did push up. It tagged out. I did get back in, came back down to confirm this. So I'm actually still bullish on this. I guess there was some news. I think Motley Fool or somebody did an article on it or something. But it was obviously taken very bullish. Got a little exaggerated, came back down. So I'm good on this as long as we stay above here. I actually like it's an insurance company. First of all, I hate talking to insurance people because they're always trying. It's like you pay it's like a car company, car insurance, right? You pay them every month. You're on time, you do good, and then like get in an accident, like, hey, I gotta cash in, my car's wrecked, and like, well, the sun was 36 degrees off that day, so turns out that was in the small print, we can't fund it, you know, like it seems like there's always an excuse. Personally hate that, but it's a profitable business. You can just turn people down. So as far as the trade goes now, if I was just entering this brand new or looking at it now, whatever my entry is, I would try to grab it in this zone, something like this. My stop would be right below that wick. It'd actually be 96.35. My take profit for the time being would be here. We know there's nothing but sellers right here. We know that's where they drew the line, so let's focus on that for the charts for right now. That's what take profit would be. We start to take off. I'm going to trail it, put my stop in the green. You know, if we're making higher lows, I'm going to assume higher highs, but I got to watch out for that. So if we enter this zone, my stop does not. We can base out. We can do this again and break out. I'll still be in it. If it turns around, I'll tag out. That's how I would look at that. So actually still very bullish on this. Fundamentally speaking, I think it's a good company. Technicals, I like it. So let's go over Airbnb. What an awesome ticker. So I told you guys I was going to try to get in this one. Now, I told you guys I might not because yesterday was red. I don't like, this is 100% a gamble. IPOs, they're gambling. I took a small position because the momentum, I figured the momentum and the buyers inside this would just be ridiculous. They kept delaying it. And you know everyone out there, if you're brand new, you guys have no idea. Actually, Fat Man Zoom on Own the Chaos, he said, you know, if you start seeing your friend's grandma posting about how this is about to go live, and you know they're not traders, I call that like the Bitcoin effect. Like when Bitcoin is blowing up, you had everybody piling in. They've never touched an investment in their life other than a 401k or employee stock purchase plan from their work, but here they are, super investors. Like they're just going to try their hand. You know, Airbnb was going to have some hype around it. I was looking to actually take advantage of that, but by no means was I going to do anything ridiculous. And in fact, on the Cast was live, I was in there monitoring the chat, and I told you guys I had an entry, so if you were in that chat and you watched, this was a screenshot. I even text Fatman Zoom, I said, hey, I was trying to get him to show this on stream. So my entry, my fill, as soon as it went live, my fill was 146.96. It was only 10 shares. And as soon as we pushed up, I put my stop at 157, let it do its thing. It did go a little bit higher, came crashing down. My fill was 156.27. So almost a $10. That was a quick $100. And so shout out to the person who bought my shares, because yeah, I appreciate it. There's a much better way if you want to fund my success. Click the subscribe button and the little bell. You don't have to continue to just buy my shares off me, because when I'm selling, it's typically not a good deal for you to buy. So now that you're here, you can hopefully learn that. That being said, guys, IPO. It was supposed to open at what, $55? I don't care about valuations and all that. I care about where the buyers and sellers are at. But at this point, there's no characteristics to go off of. And right now, fundamentally speaking, everyone is saying this is very overvalued. This is like the Uber of hotels. So I think I like this company. But there's liking the company, and then there's what does the chart say. You know, if you're one of those fundamental guys, or not to put people in corners like that, but you know, how many people were just baffled the stock market's going up? Are you looking outside? Everyone's wearing a mask, but the stocks are green. Like, well, it's because people were buying. Ultimately, cash is king, so right now everyone thinks it's worth that much. We got to get some more time in this before it's even tradable. So congrats to anybody that did try to grab this. Someone bought it here, up to here. Looks like everyone's sold, so for everyone still selling that, hopefully it worked out well for you. Or we maybe got a long plan in there. Right now with 1 day, long story short, guys, it's an IPO. It's a gamble. There's no other way to put it. On to the main event, Tesla. Man, I had one hedge on this, and it was a put. Now, yesterday was obviously red. I was hoping we were going to gap and go, but we sold off. Can you guys guess where I locked in that put? Right here. We opened up, we sold off, locked in that put. So long position, short, obviously red. My short position as a hedge, that is like the airbags in case we crash, which is what we were seeing here. We hit that zone, started to bounce. I grabbed some more shares on the way back up. So worked out, as you can tell, amazingly today for me. That's not very often hedges work out quite as perfect like that, but that I made money to the downside. Everything recovered and up, so we're rocking and rolling here. I am still obviously bullish Tesla. Let's watch out for this this zone. This was some trouble last year, but we sold off and we recovered. Now that's only going to fuel the buyers, I think. Now the bears out there, they're probably in their feelers right now because they're going to call that a lower high, and they're in denial because we just made this move down. And if you're just tunnel visioned and on the 15-minute chart, you might think that's a lower high. But if you're on any other time frame and you do this, that was a dip buy. Everyone, if you weren't in it, you missed it. Like, that was an awesome dip buy. So I am still bullish on this. I think we are again about to rock and roll and run. Let's keep an eye out for this area right here. Let's zone that out. If you guys want these zones, click the join button next to the subscribe button. There's a link that I post inside the community tab. You can save this as a playlist. So if I have you pull up TradingView, if I have any zones drawn on it, type in whatever ticker you want. Now you have it. So real quick, let's go over for the winner. Right here. Thank you, Miss Lucia, for making this easy for me. Looks like you're the winner. You won. So screenshot your YouTube account, send it to me in a message on Discord, and I'll get you that coupon code. So your free month. For everyone else, comment down below. Tell me you've never been a member. What is tomorrow's Tesla closing price? You have until market open to tell me tomorrow's Tesla close price. Closest person to that price, make sure you put in the penny in case there's some close one. You win the free month. So let's rock and roll. And guys, let me just drop one last line on you guys, because a lot of you guys, you're bullish, it's too high, you're bearish. Tesla moves a lot. Now, I think next year the excitement's going to really slow down. It's not going to be doing what it did this year. Tesla will be the biggest story for a lot of you guys. It will be your biggest win or your biggest loss. The difference between the two is risk management. You don't need to get crazy. I admit I was red. That actually slipped and got away from me. But by no means am I going to just get crazy or emotional. So keep that in mind. It is still just 4 letters. Don't get too hyped. But there's a lot of buyers around it, so that's why I'm bullish. I will see you guys tomorrow.